Hello my dear children, welcome back to your online classes. We are going to start second chapter of your grammar, that is subject and predicate. Subject and predicate. Before understanding its definition, I will tell you some basic things about this. In order to have a complete sentence, each sentence must have a subject and predicate in it, or it is not considered a complete sentence. Now we will focus on definitions. Subject. The object or person that is being talked about. It means subject is the person or thing that is doing an action, and it is the focus of the sentence. Most of the time, subject comes at the beginning of a sentence, but it is not always. It can come at the end or somewhere in the sentence as well. It is very easy to make out in a sentence where subject is. Now let's see what predicate is. Something said about the subject. It means predicate of the sentence is the part that contains the action. And what is action? It means verb. It is a part of a sentence and includes all the descriptions of the action. Now we have two examples. We will see them. First one is, Peter is an intelligent boy. In this I have already indicated to you. Peter is your noun, means it comes under your subject, and remaining part is your predicate. In the second one, I have, we can dance well. Now here we is not noun but a pronoun. So the remaining part, can dance well, is your predicate in this. Now we have some exercises to solve in this chapter, and the first one is here. Divide the following sentences into subject and predicate and put them into the appropriate columns given on the next page. Okay, here the first one is, the shepherd ran after his sheep. This I have already divided for you to make you understand. The shepherd is the doer of the action. It means it is your subject, and the remaining part is your predicate. And the B one is, you must use the zebra crossing to cross the road. Here also I have done for you. You is your subject because we are talking about you, or you may say it is a doer of the action. Must use the zebra crossing to cross the road is your predicate in this, and the remaining ones you may do it. Here comes the second exercise. Choose an appropriate predicate from column B for a subject in column A. So here is a sort of matching which you have to do. I'll do for you some. A, the tall girl. Now let's find what can be the answer. So your answer is a good athlete. And the B one, the books were stacked neatly on the shelf. In the same manner, you are going to solve all these. Here the third exercise is, add suitable subjects. It is very simple. You can add any subject of your choice. Like the first one, Dash was elected as the monitor. Now you can name any boy or a girl to fill here. Suppose if I use the word Manish. Manish was elected as the monitor. Let's see the B1 also. Dash is known as the festival of lights. Here also I hope you know the answer very well. It is Diwali is known as the festival of lines. In the same manner, the rest ones you may do. And the fourth exercise says, add suitable predicates. In the previous one, we have added subjects. Now here we have to add predicates in it. Let's solve the A1. The little match girl. Now think what we can add here. We can add here, the little match girl was sitting on the chair. Yes, it looks correct. Let's see the B1. The Ramayana is a holy book. In the same manner, you may add predicates of your choice. Fifth exercise is, make sentences with the following words. Circle the subject and underline the predicate. Okay, the first of all, what you have to do? You have to construct one sentence with the word given. And the word is weather. So, here I have one sentence for you. The weather is very pleasant. I have also marked the weather as subject, is very pleasant as your predicate. You may use some other sentence also in this place. You may use the weather is quite hot today and so on. And the number B is trees. Trees give us oxygen. Here the word trees, we are talking about it, so it is your subject, and the remaining part of the sentence is your predicate. In the same manner, we have multiple words here which you can see. You may construct sentences for those, and even you may underline and circle to indicate subject and predicate. By this, we come to the end of the lesson 2, that is subject and predicate. I have also guided you the exercises, how you can solve them. So you may use your rough copy and solve all the remaining exercises in it. Thank you and bye.